Hi, sorry. It's okay. I'm in.
What's going on, people? It's Xono X, and guess what? I'm gonna do a review of episode 5 with Mr. Mark Grayson right here in this picture. So, without further ado, let's get into this episode. So, the episode starts out with a little hero montage with our friend Marky here, who's basically fighting everyday supervillains. He introduced the one that he fought earlier in episode 1, Mr. Diamond himself. So, basically, Marky here is getting a little bit of hard times with Amber, who's also his girlfriend. And to add on to that, meanwhile, with Mr. Diamond, who can turn himself into a hard rock like guy, has some little bit of friction going on with the Kingpin, the crime. I'm not talking about Wilson Fisk, folks. This guy is so robotic and has robot face. Maybe he's an android, maybe he's a cyborg, who knows? I mean, all you people who read Image Comics probably know. I mean, I never really go into date with Image Comics. You probably know about that too. So, as further we go into that, this episode gets a little bit hasty, y'all. Since Mark keeps calling in sick every time, Amber calls him to hang out with her, he tells you better get this right this time, otherwise your ass is out. Like you won't be able to say hi or nothing. We won't be able to meet each other. So, but from that point on, Mark's like, okay, don't worry, I will show up this time. I will show up this time. This is said like it's like a home for people who are homeless, and she wants them to show up and help them out as well. So, while with that in mind, there's more going on this episode that meets the eye. And also, we get some interesting little takes with Detective Debbie Grayson, aka Omni Man's wife, who also discovers some more truths about her so called husband. As it turns out, he actually hid some evidence from previous episodes. The moment that basically Debbie checks in and tries to look and investigate what her husband's hiding, she asks him to go to Italy to pick up something, so that way it gives her enough time to check and see what her hubby has been hitting in the kitchen. And then later on with that, she has a recap of the episode where he was asking them if they didn't get his costume or whatever because, it has blood all over it. Let's just say Debbie manages to find it, and then in that moment, she sees what's really going on. And then Debbie manages to grab the bag, but by that time her hubby shows up and she immediately hides the bag somewhere else. Let's just hope Debbie survives this encounter, y'all. Hope she's smart about this. Well, she is being smart about this, but let's just hope she survives. Meanwhile, back with Mr. Markey, well, he's flying through the air like Superman, going through the airplanes and just chill and relax. And guess what happens? Mr. Diamond catches Grayson's attention. And with that in mind, let's just get a load of, And also because when I was looking at especially when I was looking at this episode, oh yeah, I forgot to mention that looking after it afterwards, and then we get a little bit of closure with the Mahler twins. And well, one of them anyway. Basically, we've seen he brings back one of his DNA, and then long story short, he basically has come back. And then also with what's his name? What's the other guy's name? Oh yeah, that's right, Cecil. Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's investigating the situation any further, though. But we still got to get a load of that together. And also in, looking at backing at that. Oh, and I forgot to bring it up. Oh yeah, Diamond basically gets his attention, decides he wants to team up with Invincible, so that way he can basically take down his Kingpin. And with that in mind, because he's been having him go in places and stuff, doing dirty work for him, because he sees that he can turn body into something like rock-like, hard-like. So, yeah, that's why he comes in handy so well for this dude, because that's just the kind of people this dude looks for. You gotta be networking. You gotta find the right people to get the job done. So that's why he hired somebody like this dude in the first place, looking like Luke Cage a little bit, but he's not Luke Cage at all. But then again, I'm not going to bring that in here because this has nothing to do with Marvel. And this is entirely Image Comics, people. And he has a little girl, like baby, like she's like 4 or 5. Daddy, oh, you go back here. Oh, don't worry, sweetheart, I'm back. It's just a long day at work, like totally not killing people or, tear down folks, why not? So, with that in mind, Marky decides to team up with this dude. dude for whatever reason. Either way, but then again, it's his first time being a superhero, and I guess it's his first crime boss. And looking at the crime boss, we catch this dude out in the open, basically, walking out of some building, and then he has this teleporting ability back to his kingpin house, and decides to call a little bit of a nosedive. And from there, they basically get down with what's the name of the character? Oh yeah, Adam Eve. Adam Eve tells her parents that I'm done with this shit, and I'm not putting up with it no longer, and I'm totally just gonna kick out of this house. You can't do me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. There's nothing you can tell me to do, Dad. Then leave. And then from there, basically, Eve shows up at that homeless center so she can help out folks. Well, Marky here is getting his ass kicked by a battle beast. The name of the creature looks like a lion, humanoid lion, sorta. He's basically an alien, but he even summons him from another dimension. Long story short, either way, you guys don't really care about all that. So, point is, like I said, he used to the living shit out of Mark. Oh, if it was all bad and bloody too. Oh, if I couldn't even, I was actually sorry for Mark. Shit, that was a really brutal beatdown that dude gave me. He hit him so hard, his blood bullet gushed all over the place. That was bad. Ooh, terrible. And then Monster Girl, she seemingly got hurt really badly too. And then along the road, Marky's Teen Titan team, the team, basically shows up. Oh, and that reminds me to another thing. Robot is up to no good. I mean, this dude, oh my god, this guy is just, seriously. I mean, this dude, he can't be trusted. We saw what he was doing in the last episode, showing up, kneeling his knee down, talking about, I have, because in that episode, he stole one of Rex Explode's blood, and basically went to some dude talking about that he could do something for him. Oh Lord, I'm going there. And then in this episode, he shows it to the Mauler twins, offering yet another offer. What is this guy planning? Is he planning to overthrow the humans because robots are superior to humans in every kind of way? Or is he merely just, doing that Machiavellian intelligence where he can just basically turn everybody against each other? And then, when they all kill each other, there'll be no competition. It'll be just Robot and his kind ruling over the earth. Well, either way, this dude's up to no good. That's all I can tell you guys. This guy is just not trustworthy. I don't know if he had a malfunction in his programming system, but he certainly ain't the type of guy you want to trust. Either way, in this episode, he basically does go off the boards and just goes mad. The moment he sees Monster get her ass kicked, he's like, that's it. You guys done it now. You're going to whoop your ass, and y'all going to run home to your mommies and be begging for mercy. And then with that in mind, Mark's in the hospital. Amber wonders what happened to Mark again, but then Adam Eve mentions that she has to go somewhere. Supposedly she's going to Mark, right? And from there, she basically leaves. And then after that part of the episode, it ends in that episode now. Oh, actually, near the ending of the episode, basically what happens is that, wait, shit, I forgot already. What the hell's wrong with me? At the end of the episode, since Mark's blood spilled all over the place, guess what happens? Oh, I forgot to mention, they take down the Kingpin. And then he's taken away, offline, since he's a robot. And then Diamond comes in, and you know the rest happens if you watch the end of this episode. And then the episode ends with the scientists having Mark's Vulture mind blood. So that's pretty much the whole entire episode, folks. So yeah, that's what happens in this episode. It was very crazy, really, truly. It was really crazy. So like, subscribe, and see you guys later. Peace.